Hey everyone, it's Ree from Untamed Outlaws again. So this is the part 2 of our recap here with Awesome Sauce, a clan that really good bunch of players there, and they did beat us 74-71, but we had quite a few attacks that I wanted to show, so I split it up between Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 8. So this is the Town Hall 8 section. So the first one that I am going to show you is here, number 13. This is my mini account. And I actually went into this thinking I was doing a scout, and ended up getting the 3-star, so I was pretty happy with that, hitting a Town Hall 8.5 with my Town Hall 8 account. So I sent the one hog in there to draw the CC, and then just brought him out a little bit farther, dropped my golems there, and then the poison while they went after the golem, the wizards behind it, to create the funnel. So I do mostly hogs, but I take 2 of my own Valks and then 3 in the CC. So it is kind of a Go Bajo, but it's just heavier on the hogs. So got everything kind of going into the core there, and I just went ahead and started the hogs already. Dropped the heal right there to try to get some of the Valks. It didn't really work out too well, so that could have been a wasted heal. They ended up going the other direction. And then just dropped a bunch of the rest in there at the top to finish taking that out. As they move down there, I'm going to drop another heal for them. Lost quite a few to spring traps there, so I went ahead and dropped that last heal right there, even though there was only a couple defenses, and ended up lucking out because they hit that bomb right there while they were in the heal, so healed them back up. And then that was it. It was just going around and doing the rest of the cleanup. I did still have one max Valk left for my CC, but my golem was still up and was able just to get the hogs in there to clean everything else up. Did hit that last bomb at the very final end and lost the rest of my hogs, but at that point I was already done. So the next Town Hall 8 here will be Weston, taking on number 15. I'm not sure. We move up so fast that even though this was his assigned target, I don't know if he was the first hit on it or not. So he sent a hog in there and actually pulled a P.E.K.K.A out of the CC. Drops his golems down. Fortunately, the P.E.K.K.A there didn't go after the golem, so kind of lost a fair amount of whiz there while they were taking it out. I asked Weston if he had been watching my recaps, because I've been showing him and how I've mentioned that I think that he's taken too many hogs and not enough wizards, or not leaving wizards for the back end cleanup. He has not, so he hasn't even heard me say any of this to him. Had kind of a misplaced heal spell there. The hogs went north and he dropped the heal south, but ended up adding some more hogs to it, and then they split off even more and was able to recover out of that heal. Still has one heal left. Added some more hogs to that group there at the top. Able to get them to come all together. They're all there together, which, you know, a huge pack of hogs like that, that's not the most ideal. And then they end up meeting up with the king and the golem, and like I've said before, it's horrible when everything is just running together. Much better if you can get them spaced apart, but it's not like you can plan for that at the end of the attack where all the troops are going to be. But still, nice 3-star Weston. I still think you're using too many hogs and you need to take more wizards. I'm going to say that every time until he does it. So Weston had a 6-star war. I'm going to go ahead and show it since this is a Town Hall 8 recap. I'll try to show as many as I can. And as you can see, exactly the same. He brought 25 hogs in this one. Sent one hog in to pull the CC out again. I remember watching this attack and thinking you did not count the troops because that is not all of them. So the last couple of Valks come out. And I do think they gave this golem a pretty hard time. It was pretty much done before it even did anything because of those Valkyries from the CC, the max ones. And then once you get Valkyries on wizards, they're so fast that before the wizard even gets the shot off, usually they've already killed him. Like that. And that one barely got one off, but the king and the barbs end up coming down and finishing it off. So at that point, he goes ahead and starts his hogs up there at the top. Drops a heal where they're going to be going in. Just add some more as they're working their way counterclockwise. Still has one heal spell left that he'll be able to drop right over there by the wizard tower. Speed it up a little bit. So he did save 2 wizards that time, even though he hadn't seen that I told him to. So those luckily had started to clean up. And in this one, his hogs kind of split up a little bit more, so you can see how that works a lot better. I think he was a little short on time as this one as well, as if I do remember. I was trying to get him to... I was telling the hogs to move, which not that they can hear you, but, you know, we all shout at the screen from time to time. So, nice war for Weston. Had a nice 6-star war. I also had a 6-star war, so here was my first attack, I believe. I wasn't even going to try to draw out the CC. Just sent the golems up there at the top. Thought it was an easy funnel there to make. And drop some wizards behind it so they'd go in there and take out that baby dragon and whatever else was in the CC. And then as the Valks started making their way around, I just started supplementing them with some hogs so that way I could drop the heal and everybody would get the benefit from it. And again, they're coming around this corner, so I just add some more hogs to it there. Put that heal in there just because there's the 2 Teslas and the king is in there hitting them as well. So didn't have as many troops at the end. Both golems are still up, and when they're still up like that, that means I don't think they did the tanking that I intended them to, but still got a 3-star on that one. I've seen that base a few times too, so. It's a C3 taking on Tree Fitty. And he actually did a go-ho again, which surprised me. Pulled the P.E.K.K.A. out of the CC. Brought it up to the top there. Got some skeletons to go with it as well. So it took a little bit before the wizards locked onto that P.E.K.K.A., unfortunately, and so it had already busted down one of his golems, but Ended up getting it. Got the kill squad going in there to the center. And started dropping his hogs around. Just surgical style as they're needed. So C3 is very, very patient with his hogs and his heels. If you want a good example of somebody to show how you just slowly get him in there and drop the heels where you should, he's a great person to watch. Because look, he still has, that was his last group of hogs finally, and at that point he was already halfway through with the base before he finally dropped all of his troops. And they only had a few defenses left, so hogs were able to split nicely, so much easier on the cleanup. A couple of them just basically went all around everything and took the base out, so nice job C3 on that 3-star attack. And this, so tater salad, taking on 19. So Tater does a go-ho, but he takes a P.E.K.K.A. I'm not sure what he took in his CC. Sometimes he'll take a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC as well, or it might be hogs. I can't remember. So he gets the kill squad going. Okay, it was hogs in the CC. Drops the hogs right next to him to kind of flank for him as they're going to work their way around. This base was kind of meant for troops to troll, just because it has a lot of openings there. It was a nice heal spell there where the hogs are going to be, and takes out a bomb, but while they're under heal, went ahead and used that last heal there just because he had the king on him and all those skeletons, and so he was trying to get out of there, get as much done as he could. I think he ends up losing all of his hogs, yeah, but his P.E.K.K.A.'s in there at this point and gonna... Oh, there's a wall there. So I'll speed it up here towards the end. I think this was a pretty close one, just because he still had defenses up. Had the king doing the tanking there for the wizards, so was able to get in there. Still had his ability up, so he took out their king, and then just had the town hall, the king's altar, and the clan castle left to get the 3-star. So there's MHS, 3-star. So this was a Town Hall 9 down here. Some clans do this. They had a couple where they really keep their defenses low and they work on their offense. As you can see, he's got some itty bitty baby cannons in there, but then he has a level 15 queen. And they usually have some good troops so they can attack a lot higher. I'm not really a fan of that strategy. I'm all for 8.5s and 9.5s, but I think leaving your defenses that low just so you can attack a lot higher in war, it's just not something that I agree with, but that's just me. So anyways, he was doing a Govaho Quake, opened it up down at the bottom, got the Valks in there, and now he's starting his hogs. around the top there, able to drop the heel to get the hogs and the valks at the same time. Still has some hogs left that he's kind of just waiting on. I think he was waiting to see what direction his hogs went and his valks to where was the best place to add them together. So went ahead and healed them back up right there, even though that was just against a baby cannon. But that way, if they hit any bombs or anything, I would have probably done the same. And I had a Tesla in the corner that they had to get to. So still quite a few troops left, and was able to get the 3-star, so nice job there on that attack. And I'll also show Champ here. Champ also, oh, looks like Champ's just doing a Valk attack. So a go Weeva. Starts his golems up there at the top. Didn't try to pull the CC. Really easy funnel there. He could go ahead and send his Valks in and they would take care of some of those buildings before they just walked right in. Drops the poison down. Not sure why he did the rage right there. There wasn't a whole lot of use for it, but I think that this is... Champ isn't real familiar with this attack. I believe that he's mostly been using dragons. I could be speaking incorrectly, so if I am, sorry, Champ, but... Unfortunately, they went around the outside and did a little bit of trolling, but I think they were able to get back in there, which was good, instead of they would have just kept going around. That was a good place for a rage, even though then they popped back out just because those air defenses there were too far away. And he still has a heal left. Might have been just a little early dropping it because they were going to go clean the rest of that up before they start busting through a wall. But was still able to get in there. That archer tower was hitting the golems there, so the wizards were able to hit it through even though he lost all of his Valks. Let's see. So KRZ. Well, I will show this. I'm going to do it just in kind of a fast motion because this was a Town Hall 7. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to back out of it. We don't need to see Town Hall 7s. Let's see. Was this... I guess before I look at it, I should go in there. Oh, this was the other Town Hall 9 that they had. The same kind of thing. They've got the king and queen and just small little defenses. I'm not going to show that one either. And I think these last twos were Town Hall 7 and maybe a Town Hall 5. So that looks like it's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that for the Town Hall 8 attacks. Just wanted to really show a bunch more of them and split it up. So if people are looking for Town Hall 9s, you're going to want to watch the first video I did and maybe check them both out if you'd like. If not, then just split it up that way. So until next time, thanks guys.